I've been working with Rubicon for approximately, I think, 6 or 7 years. I started with all my sons as the prop designer and set dresser. I love my work so much, and I love the people I get to work with. That's one of the most amazing things about this work, is that the collaboration with everybody, because everybody brings something different to it, and it's so amazing because every show brings different challenges, and you learn new things on every single show. On every project you learn something new, and you get to work with all these, with other designers, with the directors, with the actors, with the other technicians, with everybody. It's I can't imagine a more amazing collaborative experience in work than what we do here.
Hello, I'm Marcy Froelich, and I'm a costume designer. I've worked here at the Rubicon Theater for about 7 years, and in that time I've designed about 17 shows for the theater. I think the basic thing that I enjoy doing is creating characters, and which is what is so different from, let's say, fashion design. For fashion design, you're trying to create one garment that thousands of people will want. And here, in costume design, I'm creating a garment that is that one character in that one moment. For instance, in Crimes of the Heart, you wouldn't necessarily want to put what Meg is wearing on the street, especially her first outfit. It's meant to impress. It's meant to rattle people a little bit. You see people on the street that do that, but it's not what I would say top fashion, but it's Meg. And I love the difference between Meg, who's really trying to make a bad, brassy statement with her costume, versus Babe, who's just sweet, and she's been sculpted to be the princess, and is discovering that she just can't fit into that mold. And then Lenny, who's very shy, and I gave her the big sweater so that she would try to disappear into it, and that she would wrap herself in it and hide, and bulky because she doesn't want to reveal her figure yet. And that's the kind of thing that I enjoy, and that I think about when I'm driving around town. And what kind of little thing can I give an actor that will be just right and will say ever so much about the character, even sometimes if it's something in their purse, or maybe a ring that they wear and it has some history to it, that it informs them a lot about who that character is.
Tom Jamorio. I build and design sets for a living and do theatrical lighting. Have been doing so for about 35 years, all over Southern California. Any set design is wrapped up in the place it's got to exist in. In the case of Band of La Mancha, it's going to be a slightly different set wherever you perform it. So, in a successful mating of theater space and show space, which would be the set design, you will get a piece that is fluid, that all of the blocking works, that all of the viewpoints that are created for the audience to see make sense, that enhance what the actors are trying to do by giving them support and handholds to grab onto as they are climbing. And I don't mean physically climbing, though there was in Man of La Mancha, but I mean in struggling with their roles and groping to get out of the dark and into the light. If a set is contributing to that, then you know you have something good. And Man of La Mancha was a struggle from the very beginning, but it was a struggle that just kept constantly getting easier and easier and easier to do all the way through final production. And the satisfaction case with Rubicon was that they'd never had nearly so many people on the stage before, much less with a set. There was like 27, 28 people on a tiny little stage that's shaped like a triangle. And the set needed to be spectacular. It was a musical comedy. It wasn't a single set American realistic thing. And so we had successfully come up with a plan that could allow so many people to work on stage, not seem crowded, get on and off, have multiple scenes, and still look operatic, still look spectacular.